Hello, I'm Wayne Visser and I'm Director of CSR International, and I'm here today in San Jose in Costa Rica with Cecilia Mora, who is Director of RSE Consultores. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to just tell us a little bit of the best practices that you've seen or been working with in Costa Rica?
Well, we're going to mention just four because there are many, but we can have some details on for example. One of them is a project we're working with. Is an international cooperation program between Costa Rica, Benin in Africa, and Bhutan in Asia. And in this case, we're working a project with indigenous communities in both countries. Costa Rica is transferring some knowledge and technology in order to improve the quality of life of those populations. In Costa Rica, indigenous communities are around 8 to 10% of the population, which is important, but is not so big that in other countries this is one of the most poorest groups in Costa Rica. So handicrafts is an activity very important for indigenous communities everywhere, and it's a very important activity for their economy, and we are working with them in order to reactivate that economy, making linkages with the sustainable tourism companies like hotels, tour operators in Costa Rica and outside Costa Rica. We are linking them with designers, important designers, in order to use indigenous techniques in modern products like chairs, clothes, and different crafts. Where they can maintain the culture, the knowledge, but also they can develop new ways to keep the culture and also survive. So it has been very important program in Costa Rica, taking in account the environmental issue, economic issue, and social issue. Another activity we have been involved is in clean energy, which is very important in Costa Rica. Costa Rica wants to be a sea-neutral country in the 2020, and we want to be part of it. So we have been working with some companies, helping them to change the use of energy with new technologies, the rational use of energy, the way they manage the energy. So it has been really important. And we can mention a case which we haven't been involved directly, but it's very important, which is Walmart here in Costa Rica. They had changed all the energy they use at the stores, and they had moved to clean energy. And an important reason is that the consumers in Costa Rica are demanding them that kind of action. So it's an important example on how our society is moving to a responsible one, and they give a lot of value to social responsibility practices and actions, and this is an important one. Another important activity we have been involved is with NGOs. In Costa Rica, environmental issues is very important. We have many unique species in our country, and for example, we have been working with two organizations that take care of turtles, kind of turtles that are just in Costa Rica and the whole world. Those turtles are in the coast, and the population around the turtles were killing them because they sell the meat, they sell the skin, they did many things with the turtles. So little by little we have been working with the organizations in order to take care of the turtles, but also developing new ways for the people to work, to find new jobs, to find new activities around tourism, on how they can survive, because they need to survive. And also we have been working on environmental practices, so they can take good care of their place around, and keep it like the source of work and job for them. We have been working on training them on how to manage their economy, how to make a better use of their money, because that is something important. There were some social practices that were not good, so it has been an important one. We have been working with an European fund here in Costa Rica. There's the FMO Bank, work with a group called Emerge. They are giving money to little companies in Costa Rica. 76% of the companies in Costa Rica are micro enterprises. That is a very important thing. Big companies are just a few ones, and so 76% are the ones that move our economy in our country. So this fund works with that kind of companies, little ones. And we are working with 12 companies, 12 little companies, incorporating social responsibility into their practices. There was used to think in Costa Rica that social responsibility was just for big companies, and many of them said, no, it doesn't have to do anything with me. But so we have been changing that in order to incorporate, since the legal issues, internal issues with people working inside with a value change, how to manage their materials, how to make good businesses, how to keep their environmental responsibility, and how to be strong in the economy. So it has been a good example. We have been working with little industries, sellers, services, so it's an important thing that we have been doing.
Well, thank you very much for sharing it with us today.
You're very welcome.